Alright, so decided to do a video about how to market myself on Tinder, because honestly, I've had really sucky, I'm assuming I'm not the only one, but I've had really sucky times on um, dating sites, social media dating sites, and so I've found that Gag kind of gives you an opportunity to see what the person's like, and not that any one of us would actually see each other in real life if we didn't all have to use airfare, because that's just kind of what it is. But and hey, you can actually see the video taking place in my glasses. That's kind of fun. I'm gonna take my glasses off. Okay, so I'm just wondering exactly what I can do to market myself if I were to start a Tinder account, because I've tried Christian Mingle, that kind of fell through. Plenty of Fish, some of the other free stuff is just all did not go well. And yeah, I'd like to try to see if I could get just anything. Hopefully, I mean, like, because I did Christian Mingle for like, goodness, like a couple of times, and it just was miserable. Like, I did, like, not a couple of times, like 3 months or something, and after all the time on there, I maybe went back and forth with one person, and it died pretty quickly after that. So, I mean, it didn't even get into a dating thing, and that's really sad. You paid money and all that stuff, and you don't even get anything out of it. A friend got it for me for 3 months, and nothing it fell through. So, I'd like to actually not go to a dead stop. I'd actually like to have some sort of, you know, good benefit to it. So, hopefully, I mean, just by knowing me and my posts and everything, a lot of you gaggers hopefully understand and know who I am to an extent, and hopefully try to market myself to, I don't know, maybe at least try to get to just meet up with somebody, I mean, just to have just a meetup, not even a date, just talking with somebody. But what I got on here from my post that I posted earlier, which is in terms of Tinder girls, what are you looking for in a guy? What questions would you want answered? And for one, I got by anonymous. It says, I expect the guy to post pics about or to post pics about hobby, the job, full body pics. Mostly bearded and or bald guys get my attention. I also offer the Dutch way, so the first time it's not a date, like I was saying, because sometimes Tinder guys expect more after the date. And then there's another one that I think it says Moose at 134 says the picture that makes me click onto the bio, but it's usually something funny in the bio that makes me swipe right. After a couple messages, if the conversation hasn't retrieved my interest, I usually stop replying. I'm looking for someone who can be witty and funny and keep a conversation without going into reporting or resorting to basic questions. I also message first a lot, but I absolutely refuse to if you don't have anything in your bio or at least in your pictures to go off of. Show me something you're interested in. Lastly, if I ask you what you're interested in, you say something along the lines of just hanging out and having a good time, it's done. If you can't tell me one thing you enjoy doing or are interested in learning about, then I think you're a pretty boring person. And I've gotten from Vishna how to not get swiped left, no bio, crappy bio. Um, I want a few pictures or one on the front, one front on picture to get a good look at him. I want a short or long bio that describes what the guy is looking for and a little bit about himself or what he likes. I say this if he thinks he's super interesting, but he's only there for hookups. Bummer. I don't know. One of them says smart, very handsome, nice body, good sense of humor, great in bed, 6'3", nice face, broad shoulders, fit body. Doesn't seem like a sociopath. It's funny. So that's kind of what I got from doing that. Those are the kind of the responses I got. But I don't know. I'd be interested to see what you girls would recommend, what the guys would recommend. I mean, guys obviously probably have the similar experience to me to an extent that it's very hard to market yourself in a way that, like it translates. I mean, it's almost like doing a resume for a job. You know, you have to go in there and it's very intimidating. You have to sell yourself. It's like you have to sell yourself to get your job. You have to sell yourself to go on a date. It's really, yeah, it's like, it's totally like a job interview, except it's a date interview. It's like, it's crazy. So, you know, it's nice at least when you have those like speed dating things, or not speed, what are they, is it speed dating? Yeah, speed dating where you can at least get to market yourself a little bit in person. But having to just, like, it's like looking through resumes and it's like, oh, I don't like this guy, I don't like this, you know, it's yeah, trying to find those big things that girls are looking for and be like, oh, I like that, I like that, I like that. So you get into like the top category of people that you'd be considering instead of just being pushed to, what is it, left or right or whatever, how Tinder works. So yeah. So anyways, hopefully, well, those are those things, but I'm just asking about that. But I guess most of you hopefully know the kind of guy that I'm like. But um, yeah, I guess just as a brief description, as if anything could be brief with a 10-minute video, but I suppose most of you that know me, I like uh, just everything entertainment-wise. I love 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s music, movies, video games, board games. I mean, that's kind of a flavor of me too. But I don't like sports necessarily or um, cars. I guess that's kind of a strange thing, but I do like I don't know, I do like a lot of relaxed things. I could find myself like having a little more fun almost going, you know, doing the girl stuff like going clothes shopping, watching romantic movie type things and just going on long walks and just having fun that way. I can't see getting into cars or sports or stuff like that. That's just not that. And gosh, what else? I'm pretty open, relaxed. Gosh, see, it's like trying to think of all this stuff and putting it. I guess it's like a brainstorm thing, right? To put everything on paper to really fully get, you know, what what to look for. But there's also obviously taking the picture and getting the picture right for the back and forth too. And yeah, I guess I'm just relaxed, understanding. I would say maybe just very open to hear whatever you want to talk about. I guess kind of a thing. Like, you know, if you just, you know, playing off of that and um, yeah, I don't know. This is very unorganized, but I'm assuming hopefully there's enough information to kind of gauge things. But yeah, I would consider myself very relaxed, cool, and just going with the flow and just kind of a nice person to talk to. I'm kind of, one of the hard parts is I'm kind of in between things right now, which is also kind of difficult to describe, that I'm kind of like in an awkward phase where I'm just a student at like 34. Just a student is really weird, and I'm just, it's just a weird financial place. So I don't even know if I want to date right now, because like, who's gonna want to date someone who doesn't even work at 34? That's partly where I'm also coming from too, which is another awkward thing. But yeah, so yeah, I live with a roommate right now that's has a disability, which it's yeah, it's just a peculiar place that I'm at this time. So it's just, I don't know, but I would like at least to meet and talk with some people. I mean, that doesn't necessarily need to be a commitment. Maybe that could be in the profile saying I just want to meet, just want to talk, nothing that strong. But then I don't want to necessarily go into a casual thing, like casual dating in terms of sex on the first date either, or sex after a week. I just want to get to know the person instead of doing like a sexual. I don't want to necessarily do a sexual encounter either. So yeah, this is a lot to do in like a 10-minute video thing. But oh gosh, I don't know, maybe it might be good for you guys to ask me questions back and forth to kind of gauge how to properly do something like that. But yeah, I'd be interested maybe trying to put together some type of Tinder profile just to see if I can even just be able to just talk with somebody, just go get coffee and just talk with somebody, just get to know someone, and I don't know, just get some new friends like that would be good. Just working on just getting to, I don't know how to say, like just getting used to getting in those conversations, getting more comfortable kind of a thing, just being able to do that. So I don't know. I'd be interested to hear your ideas, and yeah, it's kind of crazy put together thing. All right. Yeah, and happy Halloween because that's coming up Wednesday. So that'll be fun. And I'm probably not going to do another video till then. So yeah, happy Halloween, and yeah.